Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is Mr. Dogbo333. Welcome back to the finale of the New Order Last Days of Europe, as formerly Buryatia, now the Siberian Socialist Republic. Now, last video we took out Kemerovo, and we're doing some decent job in reorganizing things. Economy-wise, we actually, for once, are making a pretty decent surplus. Granted, I'm cutting down a lot of my, all of this stuff. And I have taxes raised. So, it's not necessarily going, hello, hello. Welcome, is that, how do I say that? Song Jong-min? Is that right? Germany's back in Africa. There we go. Good, well, I guess good for them. The Pact Commission of the Congo. Mozambique is aflame. Gotta do the fuck do we? I don't know what to do there. Anyway, so this is gonna be the last part of this series. I'm gonna make sure it is. Improved jet fighters, just because we are approaching in on we're approaching in on the last. I only have so many thumbnails made for these series ahead of time, and so we're getting to a point where I don't have any more thumbnails. Do have time to look into stealth technology, though, because why not? Yeah, I do not quite have the time to ask my thumbnail maker to make more, and I don't want these series to go on for too long and for too many parts anyway. So, we are going to make sure that we end things off strongly. So let's do freedom over under socialism, rather. How can a society founded on solidarity and comradeship exclude those who are not of the largest ethnic group? How can we fight for freedom in the workplace and keep women in home? Moreover, we free ourselves from the conservative rules and social regulations to keep the working people down. What rights do we have to restrict what consenting adults do? What good is freedom if not shared by everyone? Socialism is liberation in all forms. The Siberian Socialist Republic shall remember that. Beautiful. This is how we do it, gang. Gonna eventually stop exercising these guys. But right now they're heading over to regular status. And I do like that. It's a pity we can't move forward to support the revolutionary factions in the world. Truly. Truly. You know what's up, man. You know what's up. I already like you. Novemberland declines our offer. Well, if you guys can screw off. We didn't want you in the revolution anyway. Let's allow minor ideological differences. We'll never allow Russia to ever again fall sway to destructive and reactionary views of capitalism. Fascism will be eliminated from our lands. Bourgeois democracy is a stage we are well beyond. And monarchy is fundamentally a backwards ideology that will never rise up again. But does that mean we have to exclude every view that conflicts with our doctrine? Aside from Sable Knights of Communist parties, the more traditionally socialist Bukharites and the utopian socialists. These sections of socialism, though not the only ones we follow, still aren't a threat to revolution and could be left alone with little issue. It might actually have a point about a few things we could do differently. There we go. We could also sell some more convoys, so I will go ahead and do that. We're starting to pay off our debt slowly but surely, which brings a tear to my eye. Auto payments on our debt. GDP is growing at a very, very nice rate. Don't even have to do anything. Just have to sit back and watch it happen. Do flexible automation techniques. Go ahead and get another one of these guys. Let's do civilian factories. We could build some more stuff, ideally. So let's get working towards that. We're done for our industry tech, it seems. Can't research that. I don't think I can research that either quite yet. Let's do resource extraction. That'll be good. Let's do unity in diversity. Many states stamp out any thought that does not align exactly with the views of leadership. Not in the SSR. Anarchists, syndicalists, Bukharinites, utopian socialists, Stalinites, Leninists, non-party members, they can all find a home here. We're building true socialism. It must be bring in input from every part of the left. Our ability to tolerate many different types of thought is a great asset, even if they have been historically hostile towards one another. The Iberian Commonwealth was able to support and participate in the fight in the Dominican Republic and Colombia, although it was far from perfect. I don't think I did. I don't know if I knew that. It's kind of interesting. We got Colombia in the OFN. The Dominican Republic is free. What's Siberia up to now? Paternalism still. Yeah, Franco's still holding on over there. Today, Valery Salin, leader of the SSR, announced the beginning of an all-Siberia left-wing ideological summit. The summit, which will last a week, is held in the national capital and is open to delegates from all left-wing ideologies, from anarchism to Leninism. Events held will include debates with drafting plans of action for Siberian governance and different panels which will introduce summit-goers to the theory and practice of each ideology featured. According to Sablin in his opening speech, the official goal of the event will be to increase understanding and cooperation between all left-wing ideologies in the decades to come, and ensure the unity of all leftist movements in the struggle to unify Russia. Get me a ticket. Let's do a just society. Buryat, Yakut, Tuvan, Tatar, the vast expanse of eastern Russia, are home to the myriad indigenous groups, indigenous peoples, and ethnic minorities, many of which have now come under our purview. While the old policies of Russia's imperial expansion may have led to generations of oppression, we can do far better. The chauvinism of the past must end, and a truly equal union for all must rise. That's fair. We're getting to a point where our credit rating is going to be higher too, which I'm very excited to see. Improved academic base. Improved academic base, more like improved academic based, am I right? Beautiful. Our inflation is plummeting. We're doing well right now. I'm proud of how we're doing. What do we got over here? Missing a Oh no, I think that resolved it. A just society. Next we'll do the tyranny of none, the republic for all. In every democracy since the dawn of time, one of the most vital questions has always been that of majority and minority rights. Majority must not be able to oppress the minority, but the minority must not be able to completely overrule the majority. As our union expands across Russia, we must ensure that the rights of all are fairly balanced in all aspects of government. How that we do that, I guess we're not going to elaborate on that, but we're going to get some extra percentages of political power, which is pretty nice. Granted, there's not really anything we can do with that, but hey, it's still coming along nicely. We're getting some extra population in these coastal areas. I forget where exactly they said all these populations were going. We might be able to check. Another joins the fold. Yevgeny Sokolov had never been moved from city Magadan, and yet he had, by his count at least, been under 5 separate regimes. At 6 years of age, he'd seen the Tsars rise and fall, the Presidium be purged and purged again, and the RFP, Storm of Far East, only be driven out again. But under none of these regimes had he seen a ballot, and not once had he had the opportunity to vote. When General Secretary Sablin forces swept through city Magadan, he had no reason to expect a change in this pattern. And yet, after all those years, he, An ordinary citizen of Magadan finally stood before a ballot. His almost childlike excitement betrayed his long life as he cast his vote. No authorities watched over his shoulder, no one checked how he voted, and no one threatened him in any way. He was, for the first time in his life, proud to be a free man. Democracy is indispensable to socialism. God, that's gonna fuck us. Let's do into the atomic age. Russia's been long regarded by powers near and far as a backwater, a vast steppe full of peasant farmers and decades of revolution, collapse. I'm sure I've read this before, so you can read the rest if you want. Oh, there we go. Looking like some association status. Is it 71 we can... Yeah, it's 71. We can begin this. So we're coming along. Independence for UAE. I'd like to see that. Let's do some tax hikes again. Gonna reduce our growth, but I think right now I'm more concerned about let's go ahead, get all these guys on the front line, because we're coming up on that time. Beyond the point that we're gonna be done, we might finally get back under our debt. It's gonna be nice to see. Okay. So that's gonna be... I think our credit rating is about to rise. Finally, for the first time in the series. We gotta wait for next month for that to happen, but once we get there, improve jet fighters. We'll do close research facilities. I'm gonna guess now we'll be able to do. Nope. Okay. Work on those so we can get some extra. And then we're going to train up a few more guys. Anything else we can add? Some logistics and some recon companies, I think. What are we missing? I think we need motorized. I just realized. No longer war free powers, and sometimes that leads to war of interest between different countries. For example, history of the Nigerian Civil War, the insurgency funded by France, China, North Korea, while the Nigerian government was funded by the Soviet Union, US, and UK. Implement the Cold War in the direction that will no longer be a war of free great powers. That's actually an interesting point. I don't know if I've thought of that, but I think you're onto something there. Beautiful. What was our... Well, we're still having a bit of an improvement to our credit rating, so I'll take that. And I think it's just time to say goodbye to our improved economic growth. Some people think socialism is anti-industrial. Nonsense. Every socialist loved industry produces endless streams of affordable, quality, high-tech goods. It organizes workers into vast armies of labor and gives them the means to make a living by whatever way they so choose. That's why we must provide more industry for the workers. Not only should every worker have a job in a factory, they must have available jobs in a variety of factories, producing different goods. A vast industrial base is the way of the future, and will liberate the impoverished impoverished masses of Central Siberia once and for all. Insurrection in Oman. Order collapses in Egypt. Yeah, nothing too surprising so far. Frames are gonna die a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see how bad the damage is. Yeah. If we maxed all this out, how bad is it? Oh, Jesus Christmas. Although we get more GDP growth for it. We'll run with it for a while, I think. Artyom Morozov had been working at a steel foundry in Zaya for around 7 years by now. Under Vod's rule, he hated his job. He hated long hours, he hated low pay, and he hated that he produced enough. What he produced was used to better the lives of his countrymen. Nothing he produced, rather, but rather to enrich the fascists or oppress their opponents. He had considered fleeing at times, leaving the foundry behind for a better life, but he knew that even if he wasn't caught, his wife and children would undoubtedly suffer, either at the hands of Vod's thugs or from the family's only source of income being severed. One might ask, then, why he stayed at the same job for all his long years. The Vols had been deposed long ago. He was not afraid to work wherever he pleased. Yet Artyom, despite being the same factory under Sublin as it was under Rudzevsky, it was an entirely new job. His working hours were shorter, his pay was better, he had easy access to healthcare, and his labor was being put towards improving his city, producing steel girders for public housing. What's more, his wife was now able to work at the steel foundry alongside him, and their children would be cared for while they were at work. Artyom had once thought he could never be happy at his job, but now he hasn't considered leaving. If we choose to work for mankind, no burdens can bow us down. A tool in every hand. Just having the tools and buildings isn't enough to make us an industrial power. We need more workers as well. And there's really only one source of potential new members of the proletariat in Siberia: peasants. We're not going to do anything harsh like seize their crops and force them to merge their plots for efficiency, but we're going to let them know about the greater benefits of urban life, as well as some more gentle measures to get them to realize that the future of Russia is not found on a tiny plot in the countryside. There we go. There we go. They finally joined the damn Comintern. There goes the oil crisis. Yeah. Royalist victory in Yemen? Well, who cares about Yemen? Not us, totally. We're not salty about the revolution falling out. Frankfurt stock market crashes. Nasserism. We could propose support for some of these guys, but I don't know if that'll work out fully. Although I'll propose military systems to the Baathists. Granted, I don't know how much we can really help them, or if that's even going to be necessarily. Well, for now the people can march on. On every map in every school, the name of our union stretches from the Yob to the Sea of Okhotsk. It's a symbol of our triumph over the forces of reaction that have so long plagued the people of West Russia. But this triumph is incomplete. To the west, those forces are still arrayed against us. The people will unite Russia, drive fascism back to the ignominy of the past, and march forward in a beautiful future for us all. Proletari Viskesh Stran. Soyadinsk. I nailed that, clearly. Yeah, anyway. Syrian Republic is around. Social nationalism, what is that? Paternalism, okay. So off them. Oh, they actually are going against Liberia. That's interesting, actually. Right, because America has interest in Liberia, I know. We'll see how old, did Wallace... No, Philip Hart, okay. I don't think I got a notification for that. Good for old Philly boy. Been wanting to try out Philip Hart, I'll be honest, but I also know it hasn't his path isn't necessarily the easiest, or not the easiest, the most fully thought out, I guess, or bug free, I guess. It seems pretty intricate in how it's set up, but I don't know how foolproof or glitch-free it is. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Seems evolution, bright. Can't send volunteers. We can send 2. Let's give a general. Let's see if we can't help them. We don't have much time, but we have some time to get all this ready. Meanwhile, you guys just get ready for your offensive line into Samara. Where are our guys? Over here. Gonna be a little weird fighting alongside the Germans. But, what are you gonna do? Yeah, Japan supports... I know when Iran, they support the, Islamists. Cold days... Well, forts, air bases, infrastructure, manpower. There we go. Paris. It's like Paris, but with a B. Paraguay versus Bolivia, okay. There's a lot of stuff going on. Someone will try to campaign about with Bennett. I'm considering playing Bennett as well. I have a couple paths that I kind of wanted to play for a bit. Just haven't fully had time to. I want to see if we can take this and then kind of by proxy officially wipe out the Muslim Brotherhood. That might make things better. You try fighting over there. Make sure you... There we go. Never selected the PSD. See, I'll fight here so they get encircled. There we go. That's a Muslim Brotherhood. I think there's only so much we can do right now, but if we can roll up there, the OAS, more like the UFAS. Do some naval stuff, some naval research. Foundation for research. Expand Siberian mines. And the Nazis joined the Egyptian socialist camp. I mean, they have socialists in the name. Of course they would. I forget exactly what the reasoning is with the Germans supporting the Rev Soc, or the Arab socialists. Damn Gurlichin. Oh, Burley, you're gonna make me blush. Good to see you, sir. How are ya? Compliment of the beard from a man with a beard such as yourself is truly inspiring. I appreciate that. Didn't know I'm doing something right, at least. There we go. We've won in Egypt. I wonder if we can... Probably don't have time to do much else. But I mean, the fact that we went ahead and do what? The Dhofar Rebellion? They already seem to be winning. Let's see if we can help out the Baathists. I'm sure Kev is going to be very upset to see that he missed this. But what are you going to do? Let's see. Source some foreign materials. I think we're supporting the Baathists. If this gets approved, we should be able to just, we might be able to help win this real quick, and then doing alright. Still recovering from flu. I got in mid-December, but getting there. How are you doing? I'm alright. Doing work. A lot of work as of late. But making money. Haven't been able to stream as much, but I'm hoping to catch up. Finishing up this last bit for the YouTube series. And, just hanging on the best I can, you know? I haven't been able to catch your streams much, so I don't know if I got a chance to ask you, but, have you gotten a chance to try out any of the new leaders in the new Civ DLC? Little DLC pack? Ah, dang it. Well, it's a good thing we didn't go to support them, because it looks like... Yeah. Better industrial equipment. Very nice. Bro, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can do any damage over here. I'm actually doing some work, although I think I only streamed 3 times in the last month because the flu kicked my ass. Yeah, do you think it's long COVID or anything like that? Because I know that's sort of becoming a thing to worry about, long COVID. Could potentially move over here and crush those guys. See if we can't move in and secure Basra. So we do that. We've gone ahead and autosave. We're good. Is there anything we can do? Military assistance to the officers organization. And then we finish that up. We're running very low on time. But we've secured the Baathists in Iraq, more or less. It's tested, and they told me code never did swap with flu. Thing is last cough. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I sort of had something similar to you. I got sick sometime in mid-November, and I tested negative for COVID. Granted, I keep hearing that the COVID tests don't fully work. Bye-bye monetization, by the way. But did we do military assistance over here? Sunnis. So I guess we're supporting Iran. Really organized socialist. I don't think I can repeat that monetization-wise. But yeah, I've sort of had the same thing where I still have some residual stuff. Like, I started feeling bad again, like, the next week. Like, a few weeks after. And I think I'm fine now. I haven't felt sick in a while. Where'd Turkey go? Just Kemalism, okay. And my two guys are here. We'll see if we can't go over there, help reinforce some stuff. Get a little encirclement off here. We don't have much time. But we still have some time. Got a fever about 10 days after the initial hit, too. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think I ever got a fever, but I had a cough. It screwed with my voice, which was rough because I was doing theater at the time, and my voice almost gave out at stage on one of the performances. It was not good. I sounded like I was a chain smoker. Like, I was drinking tea that whole time. It's like shotgunning it. It worked out in the end. My voice ended up not giving out. By next weekend, it was in a decent enough shape that I could just keep on keeping on, you know? Free Officers Organization is winning, actually. That's pretty good for us, I think. We're not doing the best right now. Autosave is coming up, but geez, yeah, it's... Yeah. Twas a rough one. Advanced developmental phase, so let's do that. We can keep on doing that, but I think it's time we, anything else we need to do? I don't think there's... Let's offer associate status to Iraq. I'll vote yeah on that. There's not too much I can do over here. We're out of focuses officially. Looks like they don't have any troops really on the front line. Let me make sure that my economy's all set up to jump on this. We have some pretty insane amounts of growth going on, which is nice. 10%. Catching back up. The Republic might end up winning over here. Service status extended. Advanced jet. I guess. Yeah, this probably has the... Some, get that ready for them. And these guys can do the same over here. We can get advanced jet fighters going, so I think we'll work towards that. And we can push forward. We live in the managerial age, after all. Very nice. There goes the Revolutionary Alliance. Come up plan to bring as many volunteers with no penalty. We had planned on 10 divisions. There we go. That's not too bad an idea. I'm just not nearly sophisticated enough to get that running. I think we'll fight there so we can get a troop over here. Get these guys to fall back from over here. We'll get encirclement off here, hopefully. What's the goal for this campaign? We're finna... Let me scroll out. If the autosave won't. We started off as like this little bit of territory. We conquered this little bit over here. We pushed back over here. Our ultimate goal is to push all the way over here and take over and reunify Russia. So that's really our ultimate goal at the end of the day. And we're pushing pretty well so far. So we're doing an okay job. Nice, making new Russia. Exactly. Restoring the glory of a USSR. Let's get some extra military factories dedicated. More anti-tank. I don't know if you ever heard my question, Burley, but have you gotten a chance to play any of the new leaders? The pack that dropped, offline or online? Because I started doing a series offline on the new Suleiman. Only made it through like the first part of it, but I mean, so far it seems pretty fun to me. Asking military assistance. Oh, they can send help to us. That's nice. Ooh. Yes! Volunteers. Take as much free help as I can get. We're doing a lot better than in the first war, I gotta say. Getting help from Malaya. Played Bill Lincoln Caesar New Japan, but haven't got much chance. Got back in RimWorld. Oh, okay. Nice. I know a friend of mine was really into RimWorld. He might still be. I forget. I haven't talked to him about games too much lately, but it seems like an interesting game. So I don't blame you for getting into that over Civ. I mean, I played the new Civ a little bit, and I'm having some fun with it, but yeah. Ooh. The officers' organization actually took the dub over here. The autosave is killing me a little bit. With all the freezing. But try to focus in on these guys as much as we can. If we can't get into circling, that'd be cool. Ooh. I haven't seen the AI actually do that in a while. So we'll see what happens. Godspeed. Godspeed, Willy Brandt. Well, F in the chat for the socialist over there. Meanwhile, we're pushing forward. We're taking most of the former land over here. Does he run? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, you always gotta love it when they add new DLC that's actually pretty worthwhile. And fun to play around with. Like, I'm a Paradox gamer, so they'll add DLC, and sometimes it's worthwhile, but not always. Got advanced jet fighters. Finished up. Anything else we can work on? I'm just kind of clicking stuff at this point so we aren't just wasting all of our research. Lost production units. Let's work on more stuff like that. Work on more infrastructure. Oh, this guy is asking to be encircled. So good job, Dingus. You died. It acquires nuclear weaponry. Understandable, honestly. Now's the point where we have to push through the Urals, which we pretty much have in the north. Just really the south are having the most issues. But it's coming along, honestly. We're actually winning casualty-wise. We don't have as many, it looks like. It's not by a huge margin of ratio, but it's still impressive enough. Get new doctrines available. And what else? Air support, vertical envelopment. Let's just offer associate status to Sudan. Did Italy end up joining anyone? I forget. No, looks like they stayed neutral. You guys fight over here so we can get an encirclement off. Those aren't our troops. That's what's going on. Okay. Although, oh god fucking damn it. Just doing area defense. Bullshit. Okay. Just look at that. Do another offensive line. Get that refocused. Keep these guys moving. Pushing. We're going to take Ufa soon enough. It'll be a big Ufa for their efforts. Kill me for making that joke, please. We'll just see if we can do a quick VP rush. Ooh, better military professionalism. That's actually going to be pretty nice. I don't know if that's going to be the defining. If we can take Samar, that might just knock him out outright. That would be pretty good. Which we're slowly pushing that way right now. It thought a little ahead, it seems. They have a singular troop defending that. But only a singular one. That means that shouldn't be too hard to just... Yeah, see? Come on, game, don't crash on me, game. Did we win? Traders will never get a chance to tell their side of the story. Alright, boys. It's time. For the first time in almost 30 years, a red star rises over the north. General Secretary Valery Sublin has declared officially to the world that the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics has been officially reborn. The Russian anarchy, once thought of as a new status quo, was ended after a series of bloody wars and hard-fought diplomatic agreements that some have begun to refer to as a new Russian revolution. Sablin's clique began as a rebellion against interim premier Genrikh Yagoda. The new government's promises of stability and peace have won at the popular support of the people. A dark horse in the race for unification, Valery Sublin's ideological beliefs seem almost unsuited for the Russian anarchy. Practicing a libertarian form of Leninism, the people of Russia enjoy far greater political freedoms than before. The Soviet bear has woken, and the world waits impatiently for its roar. Hope may yet survive. Be strong in the belief that life is wonderful. Be positive and believe that the revolution will always win. Valery Sublin. Lenin lives again. And there we go. We started from almost 80% poverty, 80 or 90%, I forget what exactly, to 34.4%. Hold on, I need to reduce all of this. Sure, we have negative growth going on now, but if somebody told Valery Sublin, the idealistic leader of a band of desperate mutineers so many years ago, that one day he would unite Russia under his banner, he would scarcely believe his ears. And yet, that day had finally come. From the white sea of the Pacific, Russia was finally reborn in the passionate flames of the new October Revolution. Sublin sat in his dacha with a member of a central committee around a small wooden table, a glass of vodka in his hand. Others may have used his opportunity to reward themselves with lavish pomp and circumstance. But not him. Congratulations, Valery. You did it. You've finally united Russia, Brown said, raising a glass of his own. No, Sablin said, raising a glass in turn. We did it. You, me, the party, the workers, everyone. I know it wasn't easy. We faced so many hardships together. So many moments of doubt and uncertainty in the journey to today. We were surrounded by enemies who believed us to be fools, who threatened us to give up on that vision we broke our backs for. I remember the first day of the mutiny against Yagoda, being so afraid and uncertain of the future ahead. wondering if I made the right choice to rebel, or if the best decision was to give up and surrender right then. But it wasn't. Instead, we toiled endlessly, day and night, to create a new Russia, based on the ideas of the old, where all men and women are equal, where they can all sleep safely in their beds without fear of danger. And it was through enduring that toil and sacrifice, together, that it finally came to pass. The fires of the October Revolution will burn forevermore, and it's all thanks to everyone who worked so hard to bring that vision to life. To everyone who will enjoy the fruits of that vision, whom we sacrificed everything for. To you. And so Dusk Orders ends on the New Order. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, we got a new portrait. Look at that new portrait. Well, that was that, my friends. The rest of the world may not be doing so hot, admittedly, but we stand as a beacon of freedom. Aside from that other beacon of freedom over here, but we'll not talk about them. And no matter what happens, I can finally say that I did the funny Reddit path. And the funny, wholesome path. Before I got reworked and changed to not be so cartoonishly wholesome. So, yeah. Well, yeah. Who did it for the laps and came up with a dub? Indeed. You know it. So, my friends, I'm going to leave it here. So, all of you two people who are watching, thank you for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you have any comments, feedback, concern, leave it in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get and appreciate any all feedback you might have for me. If you want to keep up to date with uploads, hit the sub button for uploads weekdays as well as occasionally Saturdays. I have 2 YouTube series planned. One's going to be for 1000 Week Reich. Probably playing Croatia for that one. The other's going to be another TNO series. Another Russian one. Probably in the same areas over here, actually. I'm going to be doing that offline because Twitch might not entirely like some of the stuff that goes down in that one. I can't even say I blame them necessarily, but, you know. I'm also working on some Civ content. Probably offline as well, though I'm still kind of debating that. So keep up to date for that. Check out my various links down in the description box below. The Twitch, the second channel, the Patreon, and the Discord. If you want to check those out, you're more than free to. That's really it for now, my friends. My name has been Mr. Dogboat333. I thank you for watching, comrades, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.